In the early days of iTunes, Universal Music Group used to deduct artists' iTunes royalties, claiming costs for packaging and breakage on digital downloads, until Eminem sued them. Eminem's song "Rap God" is the Guinness Book of the World Records for having the most words in a song. Eminem was once near the top 30 in the highest scoring Donkey Kong games in the world. When Lose Yourself won the Academy Award for Best Original Song, not only was Eminem not there to accept the award, he was asleep during the ceremony because he believed he would not win. Eminem refused to sing at the Oscars since they wanted him to sing the clean version of the chartbuster, Lose Yourself. A person who picked on Eminem in a school sued him for his 1999 song Brain Damage. The judge dismissed the case and delivered the verdict as a rap. Don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. In 2017, Jay became the first rapper to be inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame. It was a watershed moment for hip-hop. In the mid-2000s, Jay-Z returned his attention to business and became president of Def Jam Records. During this time, he signed several popular acts, including Rihanna. However, in 2008, he would step down due to frustration in the stagnant business side of music, as many executives in the company resisted the change he wanted to make. After the birth of their first child in 2012, Jay recorded a track dedicated to his daughter, Billie Eilish Cardi, entitled Glory. Billie Eilish, just 2 days old at the time, can be heard on the song, making her officially the youngest person to ever be credited on a song that reached the Billboard charts. On Jay-Z's hit single, Girls, 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 and uncredited Michael Jackson can be heard singing the background vocals. Don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. One of his early solo freestyles, Over and Vox, Hold On, made it onto a mixtape that was heard by Dr. Dre, who invited him to audition and help to kick-start his career. Snoop Dogg first collaborated with Dr. Dre on the film song for the 1992 film Deep Cover, and then on Dr. Dre's debut solo album, The Chronic, with other members of his former starting group, The Dog Pound. Murder Was the Case, a short film about Snoop's murder trial, was released in 1994, along with the accompanying soundtrack. The song by the same name debuted on the Billboard 200 at number 1. Snoop's favorite track on his 1993 album was Gangsta Life, a gospel-inspired tribute to his mother. In 2016, there was a Change.org petition out there calling for Snoop to narrate the entire Planet Earth series, which would be absolutely amazing, and seriously shut up, take all our money, and make this happen. In addition to the doggy portion of his moniker, Snoop also had to give up his rights to the gathering he had made with Def Jam, which means that he didn't see any of the profits from some of his biggest hits, including Gin and Juice, What's My Name, and Murder Was the Case. Snoop is first cousins with Brandy, the famous R&B singer who hit the smart screen in Moesha, and Ray J, the famous R&B singer who also hit the smart screen. Snoop is famous for his love of marijuana, and since 1997 has been certified in California to receive medical marijuana to treat migraines, which are brought on by the lack of marijuana. Don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. Cardi has a tattoo dedicated to Robert, who was murdered before Cardi became a star. In March 2010, Lil Wayne began serving an 8-month jail sentence in New York after being convicted of criminal possession of a weapon stemming from an incident in July 2007. Lil Wayne has sold over 100 million records worldwide, including sold more than 50 million albums and 37 million digital tracks in the United States, making him one of the best-selling artists of all time. He has Lucky Me tattooed on his neck as an homage to the Jay-Z song. He also had an entire verse from the song tattooed on his leg. His second tattoo was Cash Money, which he got across his stomach because he wanted to be like Tupac. Don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. In the early 1990s, his first professional appearance as a rapper was in Digital Underground's theme song from the soundtrack to the 1991 film Nothing But Trouble. In a very short span of his career, Tupac had developed serious problems with the law. In 1994, he was found guilty of sexual assault, accused of abusing a female fan, and was sentenced to 4.5 years in prison. In March 1995, Shakur's first album, Me Against the World, was released. The album went on to become one of the greatest and most influential hip-hop albums of all time, many calling it the magnum opus of his career. Though his fourth album, All Eyes on Me, was a certified quintuple platinum, Shakur had started getting tired of rap and started to focus on acting. Everyone knows Tupac the rapper was great, but what about Tupac the actor? Well, Tupac acted in a few films. His first appearance in a film was in Nothing But Trouble as a cameo. However, his first starring role was in the 1992 film Juice. Thereafter, Tupac went on to act in films such as Poetic Justice and Above the Rim. After his death, 3 more films featuring Tupac were released: Bullet, Gear Locked, and Gang Raided. Though some of his songs point that Tupac believed in God, there is no record of Tupac to follow any formal or official religion. However, many social analysts describe him as a deist. In April 1995, Tupac got married to Keisha Morris, a marriage that barely lasted for 10 months, which was officially ended in March 1996. The two met at the Capitol nightclub in New York in the summer of 1994. Two years before his death, another assassination attempt had been made to kill Tupac Shakur. On the night of November 13, 1994, he was robbed and shot 5 times by 3 men in the lobby of Cardi recording studios in Manhattan. Tupac said that robbery was just propaganda to kill him, as he was robbed of his jewelry but left with his Rolex watch. On November 14, 2003, a documentary on Tupac's life, narrated entirely in his voice, was released. The documentary is entitled Tupac, Resurrection, and at the 2005 Academy Awards, it was nominated for Best Documentary. In 2002, with $50 million made by Shakur's estate, Forbes described him as a top-earning dead celebrity. In fact, Shakur has put out more albums dead than alive. Don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. Nicki Minaj hit a record in October 2010 where she made her 7 songs on the Billboard Top 100 simultaneously. With that, she became the first female solo artist to do so. Long before Nicki Minaj became the rap goddess, she worked as a waitress at Red Lobster's restaurant. Nicki Minaj has just one tattoo on her arm, which says God is always with you in Chinese, but the star regrets having this tattoo and wants to get it removed. In a short span of her career, this star managed to be the first and the only female rapper to be on the Forbes hip-hop casting list, where she clocked at no. 4 in 2013 with $29 million earning. Nicki Minaj's talent was first recognized by the famous rapper Lil Wayne, who discovered her and made her sign a deal to his record label Young Money Entertainment in the year 2009. Nicki Minaj admits that she dislikes cats and prefers dogs over it. She is simply a dog person. It is known that Minaj is the most followed rapper on Twitter and was listed as the 4th most active musician on the social media by Billboard in the year 2011. She is a strong believer in the women empowerment and considers herself as a feminist. She says that after seeing her mom go through troubles because of her abusive father, she wants every woman to be stronger and empowered. Don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. CardiB started gaining attention when she opened up about her job as a stripper on social media. When she was 16, she became a member of the Bloods, but has since disassociated from gangs. CardiB started gaining publicity in 2013 when many of her videos started going viral on Vine and Instagram. CardiB is the first woman to have 5 top 10 singles at once on the Billboard Hot R&B Hip Hop chart. Two of her favorite artists are surprisingly enough Madonna and Lady Gaga. CardiB started dating the American rapper Offset in 2017. They later got engaged in October. Her engagement ring is worth $500,000. It has pink diamonds around a big rock and is shaped like a raindrop. CardiB's musical debut was in 2015 when she appeared on singer Shaggy's remix to his single Boom Boom. For performing at Coachella, CardiB was paid $170,000. However, she also claimed that she spent $300,000 of her own money on her set for Coachella. Don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. Billie Eilish has songs on both of the 13 Reasons Why soundtracks. Her songboard is on the Season 1 soundtrack, while on Season 2 she collaborated with Khalid on the track Lovely. Most of Billie's songs are written by or with her brother Phineas. Phineas also produces her music and performs with her for live shows. Billie's favorite TV show is The Office, and she even used samples from one of the episodes in her song, My Strange Addiction. Billie Eilish is the first artist born in 2000s to have a #1 album. In fact, her first real composition is about apocalypse inspired by The Walking Dead, called Fingers Crossed. Billie Eilish never smiles in photographs because she says it makes her feel weak and powerless. In just 1 year, Billie went from performing for a crowd of 500 people to playing for a crowd of 40,000 people when she was just 16. Billie Eilish demands almost full control in terms of her style, music, videos, and social media. She says she would rather die than let someone else take over just to make things easier. Billie's first tour was the Don't Smile at Me tour in 2017. The Don't Smile at Me album was named after the fact that Billie hates when people smile at her and she feels an obligation to smile back. Don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel.